Attention.
Easing off now the start. First stroke, very important to get in and get perfect, so you come away from the stake boat and you're setting up nice and level, because after that, as you go through 3, 4, 5, you start to wind up the race. Early part, this is really speed for nothing. You're fresh, the legs are fresh, the arms are fresh. You can really just plow it on there, because once you get out through 100 now into 125, this is where you just start to come into rhythm. Lengthening it out. Great Britain, though, just ahead marginally from Germany in lane number 4. Hodgie there, Andy Hodge in the stroke seat, really knows how to take his crew. He leads the crew out. He's a great leader, a great stroke man, and one to fit the shoes down of the great Matthew Pinson.
Absolutely. I mean, he's really come into his own in the last couple of years. He's a natural stroke, a natural mover, has natural easy length, and allows the boat to run between the strokes. They're very good. And sitting a couple behind him, Peter Reid there. Peter Reid with reportedly the biggest lungs in the world, just about 9.2 litres, bigger even than Matthew Pinsent. And he makes the most of those big lungs as he sits there in the number 2 seat and helps to move that boat along. And they've taken now, what, half a length, 3/4 of a length.
So Ireland in lane 1, Slovenia in 2, Great Britain 3, Germany 4, Canada 5, Italy in lane number 6, and traditionally coming through the 500-meter mark, the bows of Great Britain are out, and they look pretty comfortable now at 3/4 of a length lead. And what you're going to look, we were talking to Pete Reid the other day, you know, it's all about stamping authority. This is an event that's open to the world, but as far as they're concerned, it's an event that they own. Great Britain have owned this, regardless of who is in it. It's a British crew, it's a British event that we want to be winning all the time. And they really do take ownership of that, Dan.
Well, that was learned really from Steve Redgrave, who never really wanted to lose a race. This is their 23rd race, unbeaten since they formed 2 years ago. And they're in a very good position here. I hate to be boring about it, but we've got 2 Oxford boat race winners here at stroke and at Peter Reid at 2. And in the Canadian boat, 2 more Oxford rowers sitting in the stroke seat there as well. And bow.
Dan, you've lost me now. I've gone for a cup of tea.
But it's lovely. You remember that sitting in the stroke seat in the Canadian boat is Barney Williams, who was the stroke of that for the Olympics in 2004, which pushed Matthew Pinsent so close. And he's been at Oxford for the last 2 years, and here he is now again stroking this Canadian boat.
Out front, Great Britain, 1 length, looking very, very convincing. They're nice and long. Just down the boat, Andy Hodge from Oxford University Boat Club, as my co-commentator said there. Alex Partridge from Oxford Brooks. Peter Reid from Oxford University Boat Club, and Steve Williams from Leander Club. That's my club. A great club, another great club, Dan. Through 1,000, semi-final, men's heavyweight, coxless 4. Great Britain right from the start, really. They know how to race this boat. They're just cool, calm customers. They've got such experience. We're halfway to Beijing, and they're rowing like a crew. They've got one mind on the World Championships, but a bigger part of the mind is that big gold medal there.
Gary, you remember in Lucerne, they changed their order. And they were trying out a different order with Peter Reid sitting behind Hodge at stroke, just to see if that works, because they were put under a lot of pressure early on in the season by Germany, who are now just moved into 2nd place here, and the Dutch. They've now changed back again to the original order, the order that they had last year. They felt that they learnt a lot from making that change. They learnt a lot about how each other rowed, and it's given them a lot more stability and confidence. Now, you can see it's working really very well indeed, because they're looking relaxed, long, and they're moving that boat now a length clear of Germany, who really put them under a lot of pressure earlier on in the year.
It's all about winning. It's about racking up the wins, the number of wins, whether it's a heat, whether it's a semi-final, whether it's a final of the World Cup, more importantly, a final of the World Championships. Leading out to Beijing, they want to have every single race won, however they do it. They're doing a good job today here, coming up now to the last timing mark. It'll be 1,500-meter mark, 1,500 down, 500 to go. I don't think you're going to see any fireworks here. They've done enough. Stretching it out. It's all about stretching out. It's all about dominating. It's all about ownership. Great Britain are taking ownership of this event from Germany, from Slovenia. Canada in the 4th place. Canada now really have to start to sprint. We're getting better conditions. The wind's starting to drop. A little fairer around here. Flatter water. Here come Canada in lane number 5 in the white boat. Inside them, Germany pushing on strong here. Out front, Great Britain, Andrew Hodge in the stroke seat. just strolling. He looks like he's strolling. It's very good. Alex Partridge, they all know it's a great feeling to look back and see the world chasing you. Outside them, Slovenia up there in lane number 2, pushing on hard. Ireland, though, are not facing this, or not in this. They're in lane number 1, haven't really challenged there. There's the bows of Ireland on the left. So stretching it all out here. Great Britain coming down to about 300 meters, leading comfortably. Don't worry about Germany coming back. I think Great Britain have pretty much got this under control. They're not going to let everybody row through them. Andy Hodge is a cool, calm customer. They're through 250, 200 now to go, less than that. Great Britain, though, holding on. Germany starting to push back. The Germans pushed them hard early on in the season, but Great Britain have done enough. They know if they have to, they can just step up. Germany coming with them. Slovenia lane at number 2, pushing hard. Canada to the left now, starting to struggle, coming out the back, really not living with this blistering pace. It is a blistering pace. Great Britain leading the way, though, from Germany. It's getting closer. Have you timed it? Watch out, guys, because the Germans are pushing on over the far side. Slovenia have got the 3rd position. Canada are in 4th. Canada, big crab again from the bowman. Out front, though, Great Britain over the line. Great Britain first, Germany second, Slovenia on the far side into 3rd position, and over, heads down. Oh, such deflection there from Canada, catching a crab just out of your picture. Their World Championships is over. They go progress through to the B final. But another win, 24 in a straight row for Great Britain as they progress to the final. A great day again for the men's coxless 4. Jürgen Gröbel on his bike will be very pleased with that. Dan, good race, good row, looked good. They didn't do anything really wrong. They didn't have to show any fireworks or anything like that.
They look very relaxed. They look very relaxed. They were just a bit slow to respond to the German attack. Germany moved very, very fast in that last 250 meters. They looked like they had it in hand, but in the difficult conditions, Germany managed actually to produce a very, very good flourish at the end. Canada unlucky there, bowman catching a crab right at the line, but I think they were beaten by Slovenia by the time they got to that point of where he caught the crab. But there you certainly have it. Great Britain about a 1/3 of a length ahead of Germany, followed by Slovenia in 3rd place.
Just going back to the previous semi-final, we can confirm USA got that 3rd position. So I owe Dan a coffee there on that one.
I think it'll be more than that now.
Squeezed, New Zealand squeezed out there. So USA through, and then joining them in this race, Great Britain, Germany, and Slovenia. It's a pretty good lineup there. There we see Great Britain through smoothly, Germany and Slovenia. Canada edged out, big crab from them on just before the line. Their World Championships is over.